kids learn life skills and build lifetime relationships in the safest environment ever, where teacher coaches, equipment, rules, and safety protocols minimize risks. It's a true celebration of participation. Support your local school and its young people who enjoy this privilege.
Ever wonder, what happens? What happens when? When life meets lake. When talent meets opportunity. When technology meets innovators. When business meets lifestyle. When school meets community. It's all what happens when you live Boyne.
Hello, I'm Caitlin Fitzpatrick, and welcome to a real behind-the-scenes look at one interesting and unique high school group. You may have heard of us, you may not have, but one thing is for sure. We have accomplished some pretty amazing projects in the last couple of years. Whether talking about Friday Night Legends, a mockumentary about the most intense spot in our football stadium, the time of your life, a super tongue-in-cheek grand finale to the 2006 senior send-off movie. Is Water Really Wet? A hilarious and outlandish spoof on Discovery Channel's mega hit Mythbusters. Or Oliver's 11, the full-length feature where 11 students pull the ultimate gag on the school principal. We in Team BCVI, that's Boyne City's visual imaging program, have produced some outstanding films. But in June of 2008, with the overwhelming support of our town and our community, we premiered our most ambitious project to date, the full-length feature Back to Graduation, a rewrite based on the 1984 classic Back to the Future. The making of Back to Graduation, and all these films, were not only one heck of a ride for the students on the cast and crew, but Boyne City High School staff and their town as well, and we think is a story worth telling. But enough of my blabbing. You came here to see how all this happens, so let's show you.
What do you think about the movie?
Oh, like everybody says, the word is awesome. Just great, fantastic.
That was sweet!
I thought it was really great.
I liked it so, it was so funny.
It was amazing, I'm not gonna lie.
It was amazing. It was awesome.
It was amazing to think that you guys could put it off.
That rock, man.
Yeah, I made an 1,100-mile trip for this movie, so yeah, I could say it was worth it.
And so we were all sitting there with our mouths like wide open, like what is going on? We're like, we're not gonna be able to do this. And I think that was like a huge part of pitch day, was we had to realize like what's in front of you. Like we had so much in front of us, and one of the things he said was, he's like, there's the like chance you won't finish it. Like there's a chance that this can't come together and we might fail. And we were like, oh my gosh, we cannot fail, we can't do that.
Having, not only seen Back to Graduation, but participating in this current project, dance, Boyne, dance, is that you're using all these local voices, local people, local students, and locations that people will then once again see, and then they can recognize while they're doing this fantasy escape thing, which is really what a lot of films are about. It's about how do you get away from your life, but then actually participating in your life that you're actually living in those locations is really sort of powerful. It's very subconscious because you go, oh, I know that place, I know these people, but I'm also sort of like enjoying this story that they're telling with people that I know. So you get to participate in on an academic sense, on a meta level. You're doing meta appreciation of the theater and the film.
Come on, man. Let's do something that really cooks.
At the end of the movie, there's this Enchantment Under the Sea dance, and there's a band called Marvin Berry and the Starlighters, and I was Marvin Berry.
This is for all you lovers out there.
And I got to sing Earth Angel as Michael J. Fox's parents had to kiss so that he would not disappear. And then I got to call my cousin Chuck Berry on the phone. Chuck, this is your cousin, Marvin Berry?
You know that new sound you're looking for? Well, listen to this.
When you actually have someone like that not only sees our movie, but then comes here and works with us and gets involved and is involved in this latest project, I mean, that's the greatest thing, that he gets it at that level of what you're trying to do by involving the town and involving the students and the town and the staff and all these people together. When he understands telling stories with that people and enjoys it so much that he's going to come here and work with us on that, I mean, that's the ultimate compliment that he can, is involved with that. I mean, you actually have a real movie star that's coming and being a part of one of your things just because he likes what you're doing and likes the involvement of the town and the students and everything. That's great. I think I look at this radically different than most. I look at the school in general as not a school, but all of a sudden, if you think about it, you have underneath you the makings of everything you need for a movie. It's got this amazing facility and this amazing facade to it. You've got you need a band, you got a band. You need, people to dance, you've got that. You need a stairwell, you need a staff, you need principals, you need adults. You've got people that are remarkably talented and humorous and have these personalities and these characteristics that you just have to play off. And I sort of see that almost like this pool of resources that just to tap, and why not get these people involved? It's so interesting to not only have it be a student thing, but you have this pool of people to draw from that are just a shame not to use. So why not do that?
From day one, he always talks about respect the process. You get good at one thing and you work on something for hours and hours, weeks and weeks, months and months, so the final project's good. You don't realize what it's going to be until the end.
You need people that are trained in specific things to do specific things and to do certain tasks and certain jobs, and you need to do them well. And to do that, they need to evolve with that.
You have a skill building situation that is totally invaluable. A lot of people are looking, I have students in college that are looking for opportunities to participate in actually making film, as opposed to studying about it theoretically, or going, of course, and just sitting in the theater and watching it going, I wish I could do that. These students get to actually see how it is set up. And it is not just a one-person job. It requires an entire community to participate. So having the students, especially here, in the middle of Boyne City, Michigan, where's up here somewhere, I'm learning how to do the map, I think is really significant because the students then get to learn these skills and they get to take them to other places.
One of the biggest challenges that I think people overlook is all the stuff that you need to tell these stories, whether it be an air cannon for the Mythbusters thing. Oh, and Bryant and I worked so hard for so long on trying to figure out how to make a ballistics gel head. You've got the car, and in Back to Graduation alone, that was way more of a challenge than I thought it was going to be. I knew we were buying this car and we had to outfit this car, but then you've got, an amplifier that needs to look like an amplifier, and you've got all this Rube Goldberg thing, and you've got all these scenes, in Bryant's workshop behind him that, you know, have to have all this science equipment and all this, you know, kind of mad scientist stuff. And, you know, the list goes on and on and on and on about all these props. And that has become part of it. And that is an interesting part of it. And I think, you know, is way overlooked by a lot of people that, you know, that there's that much thought and work that needs to go into that stuff, because it's such a crucial part of telling those stories. What's next? You know, I'm thinking maybe like Apollo 13, maybe Castaway, something along those lines. But I can tell you one thing, and that's it's going to be a challenge to the students, it's going to be a challenge to the staff, and it's going to involve the town in some way, shape, or form, and see how far we can push this. I mean, that's the game. That's what this is all about.
A myth you've heard 1,000 times. Will the Mythbusters prove this one or get all wet trying?
Yeah, watch out! Grab your coat and let's start walking. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Grab your coat and let's start walking. No way to cut down thousands of fire days. Come on, 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 come on.
Remember, we have no experience at this whatsoever.
So, feel free to try this at home.
On this episode, a myth you've heard 1,000 times, but is water really wet? Will the Mythbusters prove this one or get all wet trying? We'll find out on this, a special episode of Mythbusters.
I think you're wrong.
Who are the Mythbusters? Andy Bryant and Chris Ames. Between them, less than 30 seconds of special effects experience. They don't just tell the myths, they put them to the test.
That sounds like an elephant shot.
Water is wet. I'm pretty excited about this myth.
I'm not convinced though.
It's an oldie but a goodie, and I'm excited to test.
How are we
this
gonna
one.
test this though? We don't know if it's true. It's
Do you guys think this is something that we can test or not?
Oh yeah. I don't see why not. That's pretty stupid.
You guys better think that because we're in charge. We
Okay.
pay you, so
You guys
you'll
are
think whatever we
morons.
tell you to think.
What kind of methodology here can we use to get a big volume of water down? Big bucket.
Big bucket's good.
Big bucket.
Big bucket's good.
I like the whole idea of the big bucket.
Big bucket and gravity, I think, working together would be a.
There it is. Volumes of
awesome
water
test.
equals big bucket.
So the plan seems simple enough. The Mythbusters will build a rig to hold a large volume of water and then dump it on Chris to see if he gets wet. With this crack team, a half a day and a couple of 2x4s and voila, a custom dunk rig.
We're soaking in 3, 2, 1.
The guys become concerned that the outcomes of Test 1 were skewed because of Chris's male gender. So to alleviate this problem, they run the same test on a female. Still unclear, they try tall people, short people, young people, old people, even dogs. But were the results actually from the water, or were they a mix of the water, oxygen, CO2, nitrogen, air interactions that occurred in Test 1? So Mythbusters decide to run a test to get unobscured, contained water to the skin and eliminate the potential impurities of Test 1. So they devise a simple plan. Fill water balloons and throw them at an object and see if it gets wet.
3, 2, 1, fire! Cease fire. That's good. That's good. Okay. All right.
All right.
That looks good. I think that worked out.
How's it feel?
I feel moisture. What do we
Feel
got?
moisture?
I don't know if it's water
Is
though.
this
Is this moist or is it more damp? What do you think?
Would you call it wet?
I don't know if it's just a reaction from the rubber on my skin.
Yeah, see, that's what we were talking
Look
about.
at that
there.
Look at this. He's got
Pull
some,
that
could have caused it.
Hang on to that. Hang on to
got
that.
some of
Let's
this
take
stuff
that.
all over.
After recapping Test 1 and 2, the Mythbusters make a plan to bust this myth.
We need to cover the gaseous stage, steam,
Okay.
and the solid phase,
All right,
ice.
so why don't we take Team A here is going to take steam.
You be the steam team?
And we're steam team.
We'll be the icemen.
Okay, rock on.
All right.
So the steam team devises a machine to surround Andy in steam. They will boil water, channel it into a box, and then fire it at an innocent Andy across the room.
Am I okay right here? I'm not going to get knocked over, right?
No, I think.
How fast is this coming out?
I think you'd be right. Well, we're going to find out what the velocity is here.
All right, well, let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, fire!
I thought that was a very intense test, but I'm still a little unclear. I feel cold. It was cold on me. But I think maybe it was going the Mythomatic was is finely built that it went right through me. I think that I didn't actually stick. So a little cold, but I don't know if we're damp yet.
With steam tested, it's back to the shop to build the test for solid water. The guys plan on building a cannon that shoots bullets of ice to see if they get their target wet. So what's the target? Well, ballistic gel, of course. What else would you expect from the Mythbusters? Andy starts construction of his ice shooter, and a bruised but now dry Myth-turn sets the trigger behind a bunker for safe operation.
Fire!
Andy makes sure to do a thorough search of his ballistic gel to test for moisture and any sign of wetness.
Wow. I want it to go right through that gel.
That is McNasty.
I want it to go right through the gel.
So in true Mythbusters form, Andy fires anything he can find at the gel. A golf ball, a block of wood, even a plastic flower.
Okay, we fired everything at that ballistics gel, and we're not getting it to go through, so I'm not going to let the ballistic shell get the best of me, so now we're firing solid steel at the face. We're going to see if we can get through it.
Fire in the hole! 3, 2, 1.
I know, cameraman, huh? Here it is. One fire. Well, welcome, sports fans, to the Wheelhouse for a Lake Michigan Conference matchup between the Boyne City Ramblers and the Grayling Vikings. And if you are tuning in right now, you are in a safe place because the roads and the weather is pretty nasty right now. I'm Andy Bryant, and I'm joined by Coach John Hertel. John, nice to have you here.
Good to be here, Andy. I'm excited for the ball game tonight.
We have a little bit of a change up here with our broadcasting crew. We got Malik Smith is going to be filming tonight instead of our sideline reporter. We're going to have Dominic Santina. He's going to be our sideline reporter because he is not dressed for tonight's game, and he'll try to get us all the inside scoops from the bench. And I think we're short a few people in the booth, so if we have any glitches, tough. So we'll work around it. We are going to now head to the PA announcer for our national anthem, and we'll come back with our keys to the game.
The athletes of the Lake Michigan Conference would like to show their support for commitment to sportsmanship. We understand this to include respect, responsibility, and restraint. In your citizenship in action, we ask you as parents, fans, and officials to join us in making this a positive experience for all involved. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with our national anthem.
Before we get started with basketball, we'd like to turn our attention to our district championship wrestling team who came from behind for a victory in the district match, and they are headed to Gaylord next Wednesday for a regional match against Mason County. What a great win, huh, Coach?
It was great to see the wrestling program with the district championship. I mean, they've been building that program up over the years, and to see that kind of success is awesome.
Yeah, and kids are all excited. They're going to get themselves a banner in the gym now because they are district champs. We don't have anything up there for wrestling, so they've created a change here in the Wheelhouse, and that's fantastic. What a great group of guys, and way to they get rewarded for all their hard work building that program.
Great team victory.
Well, we have our starting lineups right now. We'll just read them off for you. For Grayling, we have Darren Nicholas, Carson Burmeister, Scout Tobin, Mason Papendick, and Emmett Helsel. Corey Redmond for the Ramblers. Cole Butler. Napont. And Ben Halstead gets the start tonight. And Dalton Gardner. Well, Coach, we did talk with both of the coaches before the game, and Grayling, their focus was hopefully just to win. They're going to come out with probably a little 1-2-2 three-quarter court trap, what they always do, and try to shut down Corey, because Corey had a great game the other night. I'm sure they saw that. And on the Boyne City side, Boyne City now atop the conference after that great win over East Jordan last Friday, but then they had a letdown and lost to Elk Rapids, but thankfully East Jordan also lost that Tuesday. So Coach Redmond's a little concerned about their intensity and making sure that they come back and bounce back from that and show a little hustle and effort here tonight.
Yep, the Ramblers still atop the Lake Michigan Conference, and tonight's game will, with the win, they will stay there. And yeah, I think that we'll see a lot of 1-2-2 half-court trap from Grayling, probably falling back either into a 1-2-2 or a 2-3. They often mix that up.
Corey easily gets the tip, and here's that.
Yep.
And right away, Dalton Gardner drops a three from the corner, and that's one way to counteract that defense that Grayling's going to throw at you. Well, and with talking with Coach Redmond, he had a come from behind win in Grayling. They were down by 14 in that first half, and then they rallied and ended up winning by 15. And everybody kind of thought, you know, they won by 15. It was an easy victory, but Coach Redmond's not taking these guys lightly. They have some size inside. That trap's going to give them some trouble, and then we have to see if we have our intensity back.
Nice pass.
It's a great cut, great pass. Missed the bunny. Here's Halstead for three.
Oh, off the heel.
Good look. Good hustle by Dalton Gardner. Scout Tobin brings it up to Burmeister. Burmeister, good ball handler. Here's Tobin. Helsel going to take it in among the trees. Got his own rebound. Napont fighting in there
he
with
threw
him.
it right out to Dalton Gardner. Dalton was in the right place at the right time.
Nice pass.
Ooh, a lot of contact for no call there.
Yeah, good no
Either
call.
way.
Scout Tobin.
Just going back to your thought about playing down at Grayling. Playing down at Grayling is a notoriously difficult place to play. So not surprising that Boyne City might trail in a game like that, but impressive to turn that around and win by 15.
Carson Burmeister with a great little spin move. Easy bucket. 3-2 now. Ramblers, there's Redmond for three. Off the bat. Halstead with the tip. Darren Nicholas comes up with the loose ball. Gets it to Burmeister. One thing that Grayling's teams have always been, that's been scrappy. You know you're going to get yourself a scrappy game when you play Grayling. Hey, why not? Why not?
Zach Napont with nobody around him with the offensive rebound. Rambler's getting a lot of good looks. Only had one fall so far.
Yeah, and Coach Redmond said before the game, you know, make sure we take care of the things that we can control. That's the hustle, that's the 50-50 balls, going after the rebounds, everything like that. You can't control whether the ball's going to go in so much, but you got to take care of your hustle plays and things that you can control, and that seems to be what's going on right now. They're missing a lot of buckets, but they still are hustling. There's Cole Butler banging inside. Gets the foul. He's going to go to the line, shoot two.
Down here defensively for the Ramblers. Really nice job of converging on the Viking player when he got the ball in the paint. And there, I don't know, Zach Napont with a nice little dump off, but almost looked like he may have been a little over unselfish there. He may have had the shot himself.
Number 12, Troy Summers, is going to check in for Grayling. He is a sophomore, and he's got some size. Same size or a little taller than Corey. Like we said, Grayling, no slouch here. They have some bigs in there that could give us matchup problems down the road.
Cole Butler splits the pair.
There's Troy Summers with that high screen and roll.
It's a good hedge by Ben Halstead there. Came out the pick and roll, which Moffitt, the Vikings coach, often runs a lot of pick and roll plays, and Halstead came out aggressively, showed on that pick and roll, and it ended up in a Viking turnover.
Yep, a lot of you guys are watching understand what a hedge is. It always looks like the guy that's rolling is wide open because the defender jumps out to hedge and take on that dribbler, and the dribbler's got defense on him. He can't see the pass. Halstead with the runner.
Nice aggressive play by Ben. An aggressive play on the defensive end, and then he comes on with a nice aggressive play on the offensive end.
Feeling pretty rejuvenated with the start he got tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's good to see. He's had a good season as a role player, and now he gets in a little bit in the limelight here to start the ball game.
Yeah, there he is again, causing problems. Great hustle.
And getting after it, getting on the floor.
You know, I talked to him before the game, and he seemed pretty docile. For a Halstead, he seemed pretty calm, pretty quiet, and maybe now I understand why. He was getting the start, and he was probably thinking about his game plan. I think they're going to get Dalton Gardner with a hold on Burmeister trying to get open for that out-of-bounds play. That's Dalton Gardner's first.
Well, it's kind of testing the referee, seeing what he can get away with, and kind of found out there.
Trying to read that screen now. He's doing a great job on that defense. Tobin going to go all the way around that corner, and they're going to call a charge. There's Halstead.
Another nice play by Ben Halstead, stepping in to take the charge.
Let's take a look at that. We talked about this a lot of these Jordan with these charges. Let's take a look at where Halstead is. Great job getting over for that help side defense. Plants his feet.
He was clearly there in time.
Yep.
I had a little question because it looked like he dipped his shoulder just maybe a little bit before the contact, but because he was there so early, I think he got the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, clearly set. Does a great job at being in the right place, the right time. Here's that full court pressure that you're going to see from Grayling. Causing some problems up here with the press. There's Halstead again. Good aggressive move. Missed the bunny. Burmeister gets it up to Gregory. Out to Tobin. Here's Summers. Big sophomore. Good little hook, but missed it. Nice. Oh, Napon couldn't get the handle on it. He's going to throw it away. Good look. Well, we're going to send it over to Dominic. He's on the bench giving us a little sideline report. Dom, what do you got for us? Well, we got the visual, but we're not getting an audio. If we could read lips, Dom, it looked like you said they should get more points than the other team.
Yes.
We'll get the audio fixed. We'll come back to you, Dom.
Well, one thing, it looks like the Vikings have a little bit of a size advantage on the front court, but looks like Boyne City has the quickness advantage there. Nice takeaway by Dalton Gardner. Oh, wow. And a creative finish by Zach Napon.
Great adjustment. And that's going to cause Moffitt to call a timeout. Let's take a look at this little adjustment that he had to make in the air and still gets it. And I'll tell you what, he was looking to line that up and go up as high as we can. And all right, let's try this again. Dominic on the bench, what do you got for us?
All right, you guys got me this time?
We got you this time.
All right, well, you guys talked about it early. Ben Halstead stepping up big so far. Mike Dome got strep throat, so not feeling so well. Stepping up big, getting on the floor for those loose balls. And this week we've been practicing taking charges, and he took one early there to help us out in a big situation.
All right, thanks, Dom. And this is going to be kind of nice. You can listen into all the huddles there and tell us exactly what coach is telling the players. This is going to be kind of cool. Well, yeah, that's right. He's not dressed. Dom is not dressed. He is not playing. He's got a little knee injury. But
well, there on that Zach Napon finish, oftentimes we talk about finishing with the left hand on the left side there, but with the guy coming across in front of him, and he turns his back around. He only had the choice of shooting with the right hand up kind of over his shoulder. That was quite a shot.
That was. Well, the matchups we were talking about, the bigs might give us some problems, but they're going to have a hard time getting the ball into the bigs if they're playing the same kind of defense they've been playing out there on the ball handlers. If you can't see them to get the ball into them, like right here, he's a tough matchup out there. You can't see around him to get that ball into Summers.
I'll tell you, the Ramblers are really denying on the wings, too.
Yep.
They're making it very hard for the Vikings to move the ball, which makes it very difficult for the defense. For the offense, excuse me.
Again, it looks like these guys are wide open down there in the post, but those guards can't see it. Guys are playing lights out defense up on top. There's that full court pressure. You knew that was going to come from a Grayling team. Here's Hoagland now into the game. Willis is also into the game. Here's Redmond for three off the back of the iron. Scout Tobin up to Gregory. Baseline, looked like a little bit of a carry. Not going to get that one off in there. He was hoping for a foul, but being that size in there with the trees.
Nice shot.
That's a great shot for Cole.
Well, one of the things when the Vikings, the way that they play defense, oftentimes when you break it across half court, they're scrambling to find somebody to guard, and you get open shots. Just a matter of if you can make them or not.
Scout Tobin taking it hard into the lane, and he's going to draw the foul on. They get that on Corey? Yeah, they're going to get that on Corey. That's Corey's first. Mass substitution here for Grayling.
And Boyne City's shooting so far has not been excellent. Cole Butler knocked down that last one, but the defense right now has staked them out to a 10-2 lead.
And that's what Coach Redmond has wanted them to do. Respond to that loss to Elk Rapids and come out and play hard here against Grayling.
I'll tell you, I've been impressed with Willis's defensive intensity so far in this ball game as well.
Yep, Willis brings a lot of length at wingspan, tough to pass around, good shot blocker, good rebounder.
Here with this little half-court trap, there's going to be somebody open to kind of let him recover here. But as soon as you start to swing the ball, there tend to be open shots.
Butler misses off the back of the iron for a 3 attempt. Scout Tobin. Trying to do a crossover.
His pocket.
Yep.
Calling for a travel on that.
I think he was going to take 2 steps and try to lay it in. Then he went to a pass, but good defense. Good defense by Hinkle right there, getting in the way and kind of screwing up his rhythm. And refs are going to see it as a travel. I would agree on that one. It's good defense. Well, with just under 2 to go in the first, it's 10-2.
And again, the pressure on the wings right now are making the passes tough. And yeah, tonight I think the Ramblers are going for a patriotic motif. They had some patriotic songs before the national anthem playing, and Zach Napont with the stars and stripes.
That's the one thing I love about broadcasting games with you, John, is I learned some new words, and motif made its first appearance tonight on air. That's awesome.
Well, we had fluidity last week.
Fluidity.
And now we have motif.
We're
That's a shout out to the English department.
If we could, we're gonna have a word wall we're gonna make right here and put all the new words we learn on the RSN broadcast. And there's Darren Nicholas, knocks down a nice little jumper for Grayling, makes it 10-4. Hoagland, nice crossover but loses the handle. There they are looking to get it inside, but tough to see around those defenders.
So far, we've seen a few plays where players have crashed to the floor with no whistle. There's another one.
Yeah.
I tell you, so far, I think the officiating's been pretty consistent.
Yep. Burmeister knocks down a 3. Yeah, you saw Helsel there trying to set a screen, or maybe it was Papendick trying to set a screen and try to draw a charge against Corey trying to come through that screen, and no call. That was good. There you go. We got some substitutions. Halstead's going to check back in, and then Tanner Cruzel is going to finally check into the game.
And right now, the Grayling is on a 5-0 run to get back to within 3, and they have the possession of the ball with 40 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, 33 seconds left here. Let's see what Grayling can do. They could possibly tie it or cut it to 1. There's Helsel coming in, and they're going to draw the foul on Tanner. Let's take a look. I mean, Helsel, that's a big boy coming down the lane. Look at this.
He just bowls his way to the basket.
That's a very athletic move for a guy that big to draw that foul. That's the first on Cruzel. Helsel.
I didn't realize the bank was open this late on a Friday.
It is. The bank is open. I'm sure his teammates won't give him any problems with banking a free throw in.
Let's see if he does it again.
Cruzel rips down the board.
If you do it twice in a row, we may give you credit for it.
Twice in a row, that might just be his style, his modus operandi, if I could use a word from the English word wall. There's Burmeister bringing it up with 13 seconds, 10-8. They could tie it up, or they could take the lead here. There's Burmeister letting it fly, and he knocks down a 3 to take the lead at the end of the first. And we're going to take it to a commercial right now, and make sure you take a look. Burmeister, who just drained that 3, will be in this commercial. We'll be back after this.
Hi, my name is Cole Butler.
Hi, my name is Colton Jacobs.
I'm involved in basketball and football at Boyne City High School.
And I play basketball at Harbor Springs High School.
Go play some.
Da 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 da.
B and a C. Quick.
Oh shoot! H.
Oh, somebody's got it. What are you making?
France.
2, 3.
Wait. Oh shoot.
Wait, what are we
Do you want us to keep going?
Boyne City Ramblers.
Harbor Springs Rams.
Hi, my name is Will Tolganoff, and I play basketball at Charlevoix High School.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I play softball at Grayling High School.
Grayling.
Mike. Do you want me to sing it? I'll play the guitar. I don't know the actual words. Well, then just hum it. We have no fear, Grayling Vikings. Oh, Charlevoix.
And we're back here live. It's 10-11, and just at the quarter break, Burmeister hit a 3 to go up by 1 here.
That's a 9-0 Boyne City run. I mean, excuse me, 9-0 Grayling run.
Well, coming back from the break, you saw that great Lake Michigan Conference commercial that we make here at Team BCVI, which included a lot of teams from around the conference, and you saw Burmeister in there. Good to get everybody involved. And Tanner takes it in to get the Ramblers back up by 1.
Nice box out by Ben Halstead there.
Great box out. He's going to get a foul called against him. And let's take it over to Dom on the bench. Dom, what do you got for us at the quarter?
All right, guys. Biggest thing offensively, we got to attack gaps. We're not getting into penetration and getting in there, get easy shots. Defensively, coach said we're not in we got to get in a defensive stance and contest.
Yeah, right now I think the Ramblers are doing a good job on defense. Of course, coach is always going to be pushing them, but I agree on offense. They need to start getting into those lanes if that zone's going to sit there.
Yeah, we're doing definitely a better job here in the second half, getting a stance, contesting. Like you said, just attack gaps is all we need to do.
There's great offensive rebound by Corey Redmond, keeps the ball up high and scores it. At the end of the first quarter, the Ramblers shooting 43% from 2-point field goals and only 17% on threes.
Well, 43%, that's better than I thought it was going to be. Looked like they missed a lot of easy ones, but we'll take it. Here's Helsel again, strong move in. Pretty quick. Pretty quick for a big fella.
And the Vikings are extending their pressure further than they did in the first quarter right now. But they're dropping back as Boyne City brings the ball across.
Good idea, go to the middle. Again, find the gaps, attack those gaps. There's Napont, great job, great setup. Burmeister, good defense. And Halstead going for that loose ball. Burmeister's gonna get called for a foul there. Dalton Gardner's going to check back in for the Ramblers, as well as Trent Hickman for the Vikings. Napont, he's going to shoot that one for three.
Nice shot. Looked like a little set play out of the out of bounds.
It was.
Napont coming off the screen on the baseline, wide open for the three.
One thing I've noticed, the Vikings aren't really getting out, closing out on those three-point shooters. A lot of times we're finding ourselves wide open out there beyond the arc. There's Burmeister going to work.
And that's the thing, you know, you look at the percentage of threes that Boyne City's hitting right now, not really high, but we're getting really good looks. And if we keep getting those good looks, I think they're going to start dropping. I think that's what we were saying last week at East Jordan, and they were getting good looks, and it wasn't until the second half when we started to make some of those and we pulled away.
Well, while there's a little break in the action, we'd like to send a special shout out to our devout Rambler fans from all over. We've kind of discovered some new Rambler fans. 92-year-old Marie Schmidl watches every game on RSN. And Marie, thank you for tuning in. We love your support. Glad that you're watching.
And right there again, we see Ben Halstead with good defense. Players maybe a little bit bigger than him, but he does a good job holding his ground, and a travel by Grayling there. Boyne City with the ball back.
Grayling coming out with a lot of hustle. Going to kind of trap here. Good little look for Corey. Cole Butler runs that rebound down. Napont splits the defense. Kicks it out. Halstead's going to eye up the three.
Oh.
'92-year-old Marie Schmidl watches every game on RSN.
Well, it's great to hear that we've got some fans.
That's right. 92 years old. That's fantastic. Well, maybe someday she can come in there. Yeah, this would be a challenge. I'd like to see her on the broadcast, or maybe even send a tweet. That'd be fantastic. There's Cole Butler. Great job shielding the defense going up for that layup.
Cole with a full head of steam, and he gets the layup, and it looks like Grayling takes another timeout.
That's right. Going to try to stop this run, 19-13.
It's a 20-second timeout.
That's right. Another one that we'd like to notice on our RSN broadcast is Judy Anthony. Judy Anthony tunes in on an RSN on her big screen at home. And a little funny story about Judy. She almost had a heart attack when last Friday at East Jordan we had some technical difficulties with about 2:30 left in the game, and she thought she lost the feed for good, wasn't going to be able to see how the game ended, but obviously the game came back on, and hopefully she recovered and got to watch the end of that great game. So we apologize, Judy, and thank you for tuning in and being loyal to our Rambler Nation here.
Yeah, we were a little disappointed to find out that there was that gap in our coverage last week. It was such an exciting ball game.
That's right.
But it was a good result.
Burmeister on the crossover just lost the handle again. Zach Napont, Dalton Gardner, Corey Redmond, these guys are doing great defense up top on these ball handlers. That's making them just think twice. That he just lost the handle right there, worried about the defense.
I think Zach just didn't anticipate which way Cole was moving there, threw the ball in a direction that was opposite of what Cole was going, and the ball goes out of bounds back to Grayling.
Nice. Another good steal there by Zach Napont. Let's see what he can do up in the air. Good, no call.
So Zach makes up for his turnover with a nice play getting in the passing lane, but unfortunately unable to finish the layup, and tried to get his own offensive rebound and is called for the foul. That's his first personal and the 5th on Boyne City.
Well, we've been trying to do this on a broadcast at some point during the season. We have new athletic director Dave Smith wandering around the gym. I just grabbed him. We threw a headset on him. We're going to ask him a few questions here in a minute. Dave, you with us? You on? Can you hear us?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. We just want to
good to have you, Dave.
Welcome you to Boyne City and tell us a little bit about yourself so the viewers at home can get to know you a little bit.
Sure thing. My wife and I are originally from Gaylord, and most recently I was in Mansalona teaching and was their athletic director as well, so kind of a similar position here.
Well, we are glad to have you here. And what can you tell us about your first 3/4 of a year here with Boyne City Athletics? How's it been?
You know what? It's been pretty darn good. You know, a solid football season. You make it to a semifinal. You know, lots of other good results in our fall sports. You know, cross-country team making it to the state meet. Volleyball team doing well. You know,
it's keeping you busy, isn't it?
Sure is. Sure is. You know, and now basketball, you know, a lot of good stuff happening this winter. Wrestling just won a district Wednesday, so sure makes it a lot of fun when the kids are doing well.
Yeah, it does. It makes your job a lot easier, and it makes all those hours that you spend away from your family worthwhile sometimes, right?
Absolutely, sure
How often have you seen your family this school year?
You know, we make it work. You know, a lot of times that may include them coming here to a game, you know, to visit Dad, and you know, we just make it happen. So.
And you still have had time to train. You're pretty much a machine, from what I understand. As far as
I do okay. I still got a couple more years in me, I think.
You know, John and I were going to try a triathlon. Maybe we could get one more person and kind of split it up.
Maybe we can do a relay one.
Maybe
time.
Maybe we can hang with you for a little bit, but. Yeah, you're pretty heavy into the triathlon, aren't you? You got one coming up here?
You know, once the weather breaks, a lot of them in the Midwest don't start until May or June. So, but you know, I train year-round. A lot of it's a lot of early mornings. You know, especially with this job, it's kind of the only way I can get it in when my family's sleeping. And but yeah, it keeps me in shape. You know, I still enjoy it. Gets me that. Able to get rid of that competitive streak a little bit. So.
That's right. And you, Gaylord St. Mary, right?
Yep, that's where I attended school.
And you're in the Hall of Fame over there, is what I understand?
Yeah, they have a little Hall of Fame, the Otsego County Sports Hall of Fame. So a couple years ago, I got inducted into that. So
that's fantastic. Congratulations.
What sports did you play in high school?
I did football, basketball, and ran track. So, yep.
Very good.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for taking a little bit of time and throwing the headset on. You're welcome anytime if you walk by and want to jump in and help us broadcast the game. We appreciate what you're doing.
I appreciate you guys. You guys do a nice job.
And
thanks a lot, Dave.
Keep up the good work. Thank you, Dave. Well, there wasn't much scoring that happened while we were talking to Dave Smith, but Mike Dome going to go to the line here.
Mike a little under the weather, but toughing it out with a little action tonight.
Yeah, I remember playing basketball after being sick, and it really doesn't help. It doesn't feel good. So I admire the fact that Mike Dome is out there right now trying to give it his all as he's coming off an illness. Well, he gets the second. It's 20-13. And Boyne City's going to extend some pressure here.
A little 2-2-1. Full court zone press.
And they've been moving well on defense. Scout Tobin with a miss. There's Troy Summers with a big rebound. And he sneaks his way up through there. Mike Dome rips it out.
Tanner Cruzell really running the floor on the left wing.
Does a nice job of getting up the floor, doesn't he? There's Butler for three. And he draws nothing. Well, in about 2 minutes, we're going to have a halftime, and we're going to have the 5th grade boys are going to go at it here at halftime. They're coached by Brandon Statt. And then we're going to have the 4th grade buddies, Alex Calcaterra and Jack Neer, are going to be doing the commentating of that 5th grade game, and that's some special stuff. That's the future of Boyne City basketball right there. And RSN, that's right. They will be the future broadcasters. And then, of course, we'll have the shout-outs to their grandparents as they come off the floor.
Well, in Boyne City, switching some things up defensively. They've really had a strong defensive game so far. And looks like they've gone back to man-to-man right now out of that zone trap.
Mixing up the defense, giving everybody a different look. Good idea. They're going to try that backdoor cut.
Yeah, it's the way Boyne City's really been denying the wings. It looked like they were trying to set up a little 1-4 high and go back door.
Yep, opens up that baseline. They're going to try to work on that pressure that Boyne City's been giving them. A lot of back cuts work against that. There's a screen. There's Helfel again. Quick move. Good look.
Nice rebound by Saradsky.
He's going to push up to Corey. Great catch. He leaves it for Tanner. Almost got it.
That's a beautiful job by Saradsky starting the break with the long lead pass, and Corey Redmond dropping it so nicely for Tanner Cruzel.
Yeah, that he caught that full stride, and watch him just drop it for Tanner. Perfect in his way, right in his line there, and he just couldn't convert that.
Oh, so close to a three-point play.
Next time, I think Tanner should dunk that. That's just me. Splits the pair. A lot of that going on
splitting
tonight.
the pair on free throws so far.
Here's the pressure
not capitalizing fully on our free throw opportunities.
Vikings break the pressure. They're going to look for Helfel down in there again. Tip pass. Again, he's wide open down there, but it's hard to get it through those outstretched arms.
That's going to be the 7th team foul on Grayling. It's going to take Corey to the line shooting 1-on-1. Really important to take advantage of these free throws to help extend the lead.
That's the 2nd foul on Burmeister, and we talk about this just about every game. You get Corey Redmond out there in transition, full speed. That's a tough matchup. I don't know how you can guard him without fouling him. Misses a free throw, but Zach Napont intercepts the outlet pass. Gets trapped in the corner.
Calls timeout.
Call the timeout.
20-second timeout.
Smart play. While they're at the break, we'd also like to send out another shout to our Grandview facility patrons that are watching. We talked to their coordinator, Barb Schroeder, and she contacted us, and she let us know that there are a lot of Rambler fans at the Grandview Medical Care Facility in East Jordan, and they tune in all the time. And we would like to welcome those Grandview viewers. If you guys are watching tonight, we do appreciate it and love your support of Rambler Nation. And we are also trying to get a picture of all of the Grandview people watching our broadcast, and we'd love to put it here on the air. That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be great, especially we could get some Rambler gear over there.
Yeah, yep.
And we got a tweet, thanks to @TeamBCVI, I can watch, at Corey Redmond 2 from Capital University here in Columbus, Ohio. Go Ramblers.
Wow, Columbus, Ohio.
Capital University. I would like to know what their mascot is. I'm not sure. The Capital Legislation.
That's a big dome, I think. Well, the Ramblers are going to work for that last shot. 21-13. They're going to sit on the lead and take it into halftime.
And Grayling just sitting back in a 2-3 zone, letting the Ramblers just be able to sit on the ball for the last shot.
Down to 10. Saradsky in the corner. Down to 5 seconds. Got to get a good look here. There it is. Saradsky for 3. Good look. That was a good look. They did it the way they should have. But they're going to take a 21-13 lead into halftime. And now we're going to turn it over to Alex Calcaterra and Jack Neer for their broadcast of the 5th graders.
And Bobby Hope is taking it up the court.
Colton Stat on defense.
Bobby passes to Jacob Johnson. Jacob dribbles, jump stops,
jump ball. And blue ball. Colton Stat dribbling up the court.
Bobby Hope is defending.
Passes to Riley Dittmar. Gets stuck.
Bobby Hope steals it.
Colton defending.
Nicholas Santina takes it to the rim and he makes it.
Colton Stat taking it up court.
Bobby Hope guarding him again.
Colton drives into the lane and makes layup.
Bobby takes it up the court again.
Colton defending again.
Passes to Austin Mercer. Austin dribbles, shoots, and it's blocked.
Gets blocked by Riley Dittmar.
Bobby gets the rebound, and it's a jump ball again. And it's white ball. Bobby's dribbling, passes to Austin Mercer again. Austin's dribbling, passes it back to Bobby. Bobby shoots and misses.
Will Brown with the rebound. Colton Stat taking up court. Passes to Joe, wide open, and Aaron with the rebound. Colton with the pass, and Colton's no good. Aaron shoots, misses.
And Carson Dittmar with the rebound. Bobby takes it up the court. Picks up his dribble a little early. Passes it to Nick Santina. Nick passes to Bobby. Bobby shoots, he airballs it. Nick Santina with the rebound. Passes to Austin Mercer. Austin shoots, and it's missed.
And Joe with the rebound. Passes to Colton and takes it up court. Will gets passed to. Will takes it up the lane, shoots and misses.
Austin Mercer with the rebound, and it goes off his foot out of bounds.
And Colton dribbles.
Bobby's doing a nice job defending.
Passes to Aaron Bess. Aaron passes to Will. Will shoots and misses. Aaron shoots and misses.
Carson Dittmar with the rebound. Passes to Bobby Hope. Bobby passes to Nick Santina. Nick drives and it's in. Nice layup by Nicholas Santina.
Colton dribbles up the court again.
Bobby Hope defending.
Colton drives into the lane, shoots, misses. Will with the rebound. Passes to Aaron. Aaron passes to Will. Will saves it from out of bounds. Aaron gets it.
Bobby intercepts it. Passes to Austin Mercer. Austin shoots, and he misses. Jump ball, and it's blue ball.
Here comes Colton again, dribbling up the court. Passes to Will. Will drives into the lane and scores.
Austin Mercer passes it in to Bobby. Bobby's dribbling, looking to get a layup. Passes to Austin Mercer. Austin's wide open, but he's blocked.
Aaron running up court. Aaron's gonna look for a layup, and he missed the
Nick
layup.
Santina with the rebound. Passes to Bobby. Bobby takes it up the court again. Bobby does a layup, and he misses, and Austin with the rebound. And he gets fouled. White ball, and
Colton Stats steals it, running up court, picks up his dribble, passes to Aaron. Aaron looking for the layup and gets it.
Nick Santina takes it out, gives it to Bobby Hoth. Bobby Hoth is dribbling.
Colton Stat defending.
One-hand pass to Nick Santina. Nick passes to Bobby, and Bobby shoots and misses.
Will with the rebound. Colton taking it up court. Passes to Aaron. Aaron gets it. Aaron trying to do something, gets
Bobby Hoth intercepts it. He's dribbling up the court. Passes to Nick Santina. Nick dribbles, shoots, and just bounces off the rim.
Aaron gets the rebound with 5 seconds left.
Oh, and it's blocked. Bobby Hope gets it. Oh, no good. Nice halftime show.
Yeah, it was.
Nice job, fellas. And we are now, this is my favorite part of the night right here. We're going to take it to Malik Smith, and he's going to interview the 5th grade basketball team as they come off the floor. As soon as Malik gets done eating and gets his microphone set, we'll take it right over to him. I think those guys did a good job broadcasting there, John. Huh?
That was a nice job.
I think our jobs might be a little
Very
trouble
much
here.
in jeopardy.
Yeah, they might be taking over next year. All right, we're going to take it to Malik right now. He's going to interview the basketball players as they come off the floor. Malik, it's to you.
In the game of life, it's not how far you can jump.
It's not how high you can jump. It's not how fast you can run.
Or how many points you score that matter.
It's really how you play the game that counts.
We're having
High
some
school
technical
athletic
difficulties.
career will only last 4 quarters.
For a few years.
For that moment in time.
But the lessons I learned will last me a lifetime. Leadership, teamwork, hard work.
Work ethic, how to deal with both success and failure. Those will last me a lifetime.
We are Lake Michigan Conference.
Guys got me?
From our
Got me?
facility in beautiful
Alrighty, little
Boyne
man.
City,
What's your
Michigan,
name?
the
Colton
Farley
Sapp.
Calendar
Phone
Company
number?
promotes,
Just kidding.
produces, and distributes customized promotional
Who do you want to
products
say hi
across
to out in the
nation.
RSN?
By using
I
vegetable-based
want to
drinks,
say hi
Carolina
to
coated pig
my
rinse,
Grandpa
spiral
Kay
vinyl
and
binding
my
along with
Aunt Kim in
high-resolution
Marquette.
imagery.
Alrighty,
Make sure
just
that you
seeing
will
you.
purchase or give
All
a
right,
call any
who's up?
product that you can be proud
Bobby,
to attach
let's
your
go.
name to. We certainly are.
Get over here, you
Choosing
little
the Farley
rugrat.
Calendar Company
What's
puts
going
a
on, man? You're
dedicated
sweating.
partner in
You're
your
sweating.
corner, helping
All right,
you
man.
to
Who do you want to say
promote
hi
your
to out in
business or simply
RSN?
assist in personal and functional
Say hi to my
gift
mom and dad.
Put out over 41 years of experience
say hi
and
to Zach.
craftsmanship to work for you, day after day, year after year.
What
Only at
about
Boyne
people
City.
watching on RSN?
Nobody that I really have, but hopefully somebody's watching.
Alrighty, man. Catch you later, dog. All right, who's up? 3-0. L. Will, what's up, little man? How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Who do you want to say hi to out in RSN? Anybody. Your grandma. Your mom. Your cousin?
Yeah, I would like to say hi to my grandma.
Is it your favorite grandma?
Yeah.
Okay, well, she's your favorite You're her favorite grandkid. She's watching you, buddy. Catch her. Alrighty. What the? You are a small one, man. What's your name?
Joe.
Joe? Huh. How you doing, Joe? Who would you like to say hi to out in Arson?
Everyone out there watching.
Everybody. Everybody. Everybody.
Yes.
Okay. Catch you later, man. Alrighty, man. Up next. What's up, sucker? How you doing today, buddy? What is your name?
Joel.
Joel? Like Joe, but with the L?
Yeah.
Okay. Joe, how you doing, buddy? Who would you like to say hi to out in RSN?
I like to say hi to my mom and dad for all their support.
They're not here today watching you?
Yeah, I didn't play because I injured
What, you injured?
my finger. I jammed it really bad.
Oh, well. Hope that gets better for you, homie. Break a leg, kid. Catch you later. All right, who's next? All right, buddy, what's your name?
Aaron Bess.
Aaron Bess. Are you the best?
Yeah.
All right. Aaron, who would you like to say hi to out in RSN?
I would like to say hi to my dad down in Boyne Falls.
He's watching you. Catch you later, homie. All righty, man, you are big. What's your name? Almost as tall as me.
Nicholas.
Nicholas? Nicholas what?
Santina.
Dom's brother?
Yep.
Huh. How's that going?
Not so good.
Yeah, I didn't think so. All righty, man. So who would you like to say hi to out in RSN?
My Uncle Eric in New Boston, Michigan.
All righty, man. He's watching. All right, buddy. This little guy. What's your name, buddy?
Carson.
What was that?
Carson.
Carson. How you doing, Carson? Who would you like to say hi to out in RSN?
I would like to say hi to my grandma and grandpa.
All righty, man. They're watching you. They're watching you. What's up, meathead? How you doing?
Good.
What's your name?
Jacob.
Jacob? Jacob what?
Johnson.
Jacob Johnson. JJ. All right, buddy. Who would you like to say hi to out in RSN?
My mom, my dad, and my grandparents down in Lansing.
All righty, man. I know they're watching. Keep it up, little booger. All right, there you have it. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Malik. Entertaining as usual. And there's been a lot of activity going on since we were away talking to the fifth graders.
A basketball for each team.
You have some stats for us there, John?
I do. First half leading scorers for Boyne City. Cole Butler with 5. He also led the team in rebounds with 3. And Zach Napont tied for high scorer with 5 points also. Also have probably the stat of the game so far is the turnover story, with Grayling having 17 and Boyne City 10 in the first half. Grayling 23% from the field and Boyne City 46%. So the defense for Boyne City really the story at this point in the ball game.
Yeah, and causing a lot of those turnovers. Burmeister taking it strong to the rim, and he's going to draw the foul on Halstead.
The other thing that we saw was Boyne City jump out to an early lead and Grayling make a run back at the end of the first quarter to take the lead at 11-10, but then Boyne City outscored Grayling 11-2 in the second quarter to extend the halftime lead to 21-13.
Yeah, it was good to see Grayling answer the call, but I don't know if they can sustain. We'll see. I mean, they have the weapons.
At the half, no Boyne City player had more than 1 foul, but Ben Halstead with a couple of quick fouls has 3 now and goes to the bench.
There's Corey down the lane. Great pass to Cole Butler. Great look.
Nice finish.
Put to the 25-17, and right now we're going to take it. Oh! Great little move by Scout Tobin there, but Corey was there to block it, but got him on the body. We're going to take it over to Dom on the bench. Give us the halftime report, what went on in the locker room. Dom, what happened in the locker room?
Very pleased with how we've been defensively. He said biggest point was that he's been preaching all season is just want it more. He knew Grayling was going to come out, give fight, and it was just about who wants it more the second half.
Well, good. I agree with a lot of what Redmond says, and he's all worried about the energy tonight. And I think they're answering. Great move by Corey Redmond there. Hustling down again. Almost got a steal.
That's a good job by Grayling pushing the ball off of the made basket by Boyne City. But Boyne City did a nice job hustling back to recover and get now the defensive rebound.
Scout Tobin is really coming out aggressive here in the second half.
You look at some of the analytical stats too, and Dalton Gardner had a really nice half of basketball, even though he didn't show up with a lot of points or anything like that. He played some great defense in the first half.
Yeah, he pretty much played lockdown defense on anybody that was near him and caused a lot of turnovers. He was on the floor a lot, and that doesn't show up, like you said, in the box score, but man, he played a great first half. Grayling's going to take a timeout. And as we stay here, we are going to let you know that this broadcast of the Rambler Sports Network has been made possible in part by, wait for it, wait for it. See how quick the graphics zoom in over the refs. Hey, there it is. The Charlevoix-Emmett Intermediate School District Career and Technical Programs, training tomorrow's workers today by exposing students to real-world experiences. It's also brought to you by Team BCVI, the creative body behind RSN, Boyne City's visual imaging program, leading the way in visual communications and storytelling. Also, Live Boyne, not just a great place to visit, what a place to live, work, and raise a family. We all live Boyne, do you? And that brings us right down to Corey Redmond.
And this is a place where we really need to start capitalizing on the free throws.
Yeah.
Corey now with 7 points in the game, 3 assists, but he's missed a couple of front ends of one-on-ones.
Again, defense is really doing a great job keeping these guys stifled on offense. But as I say that, Scout Tobin, we saw him warming up in the pregame, and he was knocking those down, and he just drops a 3 right over us. 28-22 now. Grayling not going away. Grayling back, obviously in their zone. Skip pass over to Napont for 3, and he got it!
That's Zach's second triple of the night.
You could tell he was going to shoot that as soon as that pass was thrown to him. It's a great skip pass. Ooh, here's what it looks like from the student section, a good camera angle. We have Malik up there trying not to fall down the bleachers, standing in the student section. It's good aerial
Nice
view.
job, Malik.
Great. I'm impressed with Emmett Helsel. What a great move in there. Good spin move. He got Cole Butler up in the air, and he draws the foul.
And we have one of our Team BCVI members watching live from Vail, Colorado, Riley Meyer. Great to see the team, but in work. I think he means put in work, right?
I think so, yeah.
Well, proofreading, Riley. Well, he's in my English class, so.
Yeah, the Twitter obviously doesn't have a spell check. Gardner gets it into Redmond. Redmond draws a crowd, kicks it out to Napont.
Oh, Napont's feeling it. His third triple of the ball game.
Just keep drawing and dishing, drawing and dishing. Redmond just draws a crowd, kick it out to Napont.
And that's kind of what we talked about in the first half with the way that Grayling plays defense. They give up those open shots, scrambling to find people. And it's a matter of we make the shots. It's a matter of just making those shots early on. We weren't making them, now we're starting to make some.
And then we start to pull away. There he is again, feeling it.
Deep 3 by Zach, his 4th of the game.
Zach Napont just unleashed a flurry of threes. Oh, man. Puts Boyne City up 37-22, and that's gonna.
The graphic on the screen says he has 8 points, but that's not accurate.
That just changed in about the last 30 seconds. Oh, my goodness.
He had 5 at the half, and he's now got 4 threes in the ball game, so I know he's got more than that, and we'll definitely get those stats updated here quickly.
Well, John, nothing beats good sportsmanship. Great game in sports is when your team puts it all together, but it's not just how you execute it as an athlete, it's how you execute it as a person. Showing good reflexes and respect, showing confidence and character, showing skillfulness and sportsmanship. Now that's a great game. Nothing beats good sportsmanship. It's been a message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Well, that's a big run by the Ramblers there to extend the lead up to 15 now and give a little bit of breathing room. I was getting a little bit nervous because they were just kind of letting Grayling stay in the ball game, not making free throws and just some little things. They've had a great defensive effort, but they've had a hard time really extending that lead. And this is the first really big lead of the ball game for the Ramblers.
And you can see a little bit of our Boyne City faithful right there as Malik works the crowd. Yeah, I agree. It gives Grayling a reason to kind of extend that zone. If you don't start hitting some outside shots, Grayling can sit in that zone all night.
Well, and Grayling comes right out. It looks like they ran a set play for a three-pointer. And
Burmeister.
They get the offensive rebound and then get another look from three and make it.
On a made shot.
So they're not going away.
Well, they're going to call it white ball. That was going out of bounds. Troy Summers tipped it out of bounds. Good defense. But one of the players on the bench, I think, tipped that. And I think Moffitt is a little upset with that.
Yeah, the ball was coming out of bounds, and one of the Boyne City bench players tipped the ball back towards the court. And Coach Moffitt's upset, thinking that maybe Grayling had a chance to recover that ball. I don't think that
I don't think so. And I think that's what the referee was telling him. And you can see there, we just missed the graphic, but you can see there our next broadcast will be Tuesday the 24th against Charlevoix.
That's a great catch in the lane, aggressively going to the ball, and a nice finish in traffic by Tanner Cruzel.
That's right. He makes that look easy with some guys hanging on him. It's the ones that he doesn't have anybody on him. Those are the ones he struggles with, I think. You just tackle him every time. That'd be good. Here's Scout Tobin. There's that defense. Burmeister going to take it in. Pull up short. Good little look. There's Troy Summers. And he's going to draw the foul.
That's another good defensive possession by the Ramblers, but they got to finish that off with a box out. And for the most part tonight, they've been doing that. But that time, there was no body on him, and just an easy offensive rebound.
Troy Summers going to go to the line, shoot two. We're going to have some mass substitution here for Boyne City coming in. Mike Dome, Derek Willis, Ben Halstead going to check into the game.
And remember, Ben Halstead does have 3 fouls. He started the ball game for the Ramblers and played some great minutes early on, and is really the one Rambler in foul trouble right now.
Well, and I think he's okay with that.
Well, that's his style of ball game, too.
That's where
he's going to get his money's worth.
That's where he lives. He lives in foul trouble, and that's okay. Yeah, they're definitely coming out on Zach. Now, there's Mike Dome. All right, Corey Redmond and Mike Dome just missed that rebound. Good push off the floor by Sharp. Heltzel had a great catch, pushing the floor, missed it, and then reached in on Napont and got a foul.
Yeah, you saw a real big difference with the Viking defense in their location of Zach Napont as the ball was swung across the floor.
And that's just going to open stuff up in the middle.
Exactly. If they're paying that much attention to him on the perimeter, somebody else is going to be open.
That's Corey Redmond just going to work. Well, 39-25. Boyne City getting a little separation here. They're keeping an eye on Napon out here, and he's still got a three.
And he nails it. That's 5. Zach Napon now with 14 points and shooting 67% from behind the arc. Nice job on the stats.
Nice shot. Yeah, we've been working a lot here with our stats and our graphics, and they're finally paying off here. Looking great, no pun intended.
A little
Troy
too
Summers.
easy off the inbounds. That's one of the few easy baskets that Boyne City's given up tonight.
And again, they're not going away. 42-27. Extending that pressure. Got a tip there.
Mike Dome just not himself tonight. You can tell
And he
the
draws
fatigue
foul.
from his illness definitely affecting his play.
And Scout Tobin takes it right to the rack and draws a foul and gets the bucket. The old-fashioned three-point play if he drops the free throw here. And that's going to be...
Cole Butler's going to come in for Mike Dome. He looks under the weather, and it's hard to answer the bell when you just feel that way.
You might feel like you're doing okay, but then you get out there and run up and down the floor a few times, and your lungs are burning, and you got sweat, cold sweat. And I asked him how he was feeling at halftime, and he said great. But I said, seriously, you feel good? And he said, well, I'm not 100%, but. Well, he got the three, so 42-30. Here's Derek Willis. Napont kicks it back out.
It's a nice pass by Napont there.
I don't think Willis was ready for
No,
that.
he wasn't.
Halstead.
Oh, nice. No look pass by Ben Halstead.
Wow.
Put that one on the highlight reel.
Wow. It's almost a tap pass, wasn't
Like
it?
to see that one in the replay.
Yeah. And then he comes down, plays lights out defense. Well, probably one of the best passes Halstead will have in his career. Yep.
Yeah, it was
We'd
so
love to look at
exciting
it.
that we dropped the ball in the replay.
We don't
but
have the replay, but
little nice ball handling and then the dish.
yeah, he's having a great ball game tonight. The skip pass definitely gets the defense moving. There it is.
And Cole Butler getting in on the act for three.
They're going to transition quick.
Well, that's a great job of running the break by Grayling, but they just didn't finish it.
Yeah, they got the big fella leaking out.
A great baseball pass.
Yep. That's the
Hit him
second
in
one.
stride. And there's a turnover by Boyne City.
There it is. Scout Tobin. 47-32 now. About 35 seconds left here in the third.
Looks like Boyne City's going to settle it down for one shot here with a 15-point lead. Looks like they're going to their North Carolina Tar Heel set, the old four corners offense.
In honor of Dean Smith.
Yes.
Very upset with the passing of Dean Smith.
One of the legends of college basketball coaching.
And here we go, 6 seconds. Nice little pull up by Redmond. Made it look simple.
Beautifully executed.
49-32. End of the third, and we're going to take you out to a commercial with the call from our director. You can listen in on the broadcast.
Okay, big scoreboard's up. Ready one, mix one, slow mix one. Take big scoreboard, ready replay 7. Take big scoreboard. No, take it off. Good. Ready replay 7 and go. Slow PC, slow down, pause, and pause, and out to commercial. Go.
Hi, my name is Tom. I'm a basketball coach. The threat of school violence is something that affects everyone. Okay to Stay is a confidential way you can report If you see or hear something that doesn't seem right, submit a tip to OK to Say. You can call, text, email, go online, or use the OK to Say app. You could be the one person who helps to prevent a tragedy.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Well, welcome back to the fourth quarter with Boyne City up 49-32, and that was kind of an entertaining little break out to the commercial. You got to hear the inside of what Randy Calcaterra has to do for every little move here. It was fantastic, and of course, it always works out perfect.
Well, we had a fast and furious third quarter, too. Boyne City scores 28 points in the quarter, led by Zach Napont, and Grayling 19. And Napont now with 17 points in the ball game. Cole Butler with 10, the second leading scorer for Boyne City. Corey Redmond 9.
That's great team basketball right here. There's Cole Butler for three. Great look.
Inside out.
Great look. And there's Scout Tobin. He's going to be pushing that break all night. They missed the bunny. They've done that 2 or 3 times where they've pushed out. Definitely got ahead. Oh! They went for the alley-oop. Napont put it up there perfect. Redmond just couldn't get the handle. That would have brought the house down. Scout Tobin again came out in the second half here, and he's trying to do everything he can to keep Grayling hanging around. Between him and Burmeister, they pretty much control the pace of this offense. Napont doing a great job on defense on Burmeister. There's Tobin taking it to the rim, and he got it against Gardner, which normally is our lockdown defender. Just got the edge on him, and they're going to come out with pressure on him, made basket. And you can see that Scout Tobin's a little winded. Napont. Look at Halstead.
Aggressive take to the basket and another nice finish.
Great move, and they're there pushing again, a little too much, right over everybody, ref included.
Yeah, that was a little long on the baseball pass. We've seen them be pretty accurate so far, but that one is too deep.
Alec Hoagland's going to check in. Look at that great, sweet move, kind of a Lou Alcindor kind of look to it.
Skyhook.
It is, that Lou Alcindor. That's for all the people at Grandview who remember who that was. Send us your tweets if you remember who Lou Alcindor was from Grandview. Colton Sarasky, Alec Hoagland are now in the game. There it is, they're pushing. Leaking out every time. There's Blake Gregory. Here's Hoagland. There's Halstead.
Ben Halstead did a nice job breaking the press in the middle there. When he got the ball back, he was unable to finish it, but another nice take.
Tanner Cruzel reaching in again, trying to get the block on Blake Gregory. Fouled him, and he gets the bucket, and he's going to go shoot, try to get a three-point play here. And we're going to take it over to Dom. Dom, you got us on the bench there, buddy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
What happened at the third quarter break in the huddle?
Most importantly, Redmond said don't gamble defensively up 13 right here. Stay calm, stay in the stance, box out and grab rebounds. Don't need more fouls than we have. A couple guys already in foul trouble. Offensively, drive and kick. Hopefully find Zach. He's been lighting it up from deep.
That's an understatement. He's on fire. Well, and that's the thing. You don't want to gamble and give him easy buckets when you got a lead here. There's Gardner. Great little slice move, and he missed, but he got his rebound and puts it back in. Great hustle play.
Way to stay with it by Dalton Gardner there.
And they don't give you a chance to even think about what you just did on offense. They are moving. Grayling is pushing that ball down.
But the speed that they're playing at has caused them to make some mistakes as well.
That's right. Rita got that ball in the front row. That was fantastic. I think she's from Munger, I believe.
Tuned in from Atlanta, Georgia, go Boyne. Napont rules at Team BCVI. And here's Napont again. He got it! Right on cue. Zach knocks down another three. That's, I believe, 6 in the game now for him.
Wow.
What a performance.
Blake Gregory, and again, they're going to get Tanner again on a reach in there. He's got to slide his feet, and Tanner picked up his 4th, I believe.
It is his 4th foul and the 9th team foul on Boyne City.
There's the Vondras in the crowd. Chuck Vondra.
I don't know who that is. Oh, it's Tyler Cruzel, I guess.
I don't think he knows who that girl was either. He's just trying to kiss anybody that was near him. I'm glad I wasn't sitting next to him.
Shoemaker.
Booze Bukas. Gotta love it. Oh, this is fantastic.
Maybe get the wave going.
We should get the wave going. Oh, look at this. Young and old. This is great. There's full court pressure by Grayling. They're just going for broke now.
Well, I think Grayling's really trying to keep the pace of the game up to give themselves a chance to win it. They're trying to speed Boyne City up on offense. If Boyne City can get layups out of it, I think they should take them, but otherwise, you might want to pull it out and run a little bit of offense.
Dalton Carter takes it right into the teeth of the defense.
And that's the kind of shot we're looking for right now.
Man, he can elevate. Went right up against Troy Summers. Great move by Burmeister here. There's Gardner with the rebound.
Looks ahead.
Uh-oh. There's Tanner. And he got the foul, too. I was just hoping he didn't fall and hurt himself. That's a bull in a china shop coming down the floor. Well, as Tanner shoots his free throws, we're going to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look at the crew that runs the RSN network here. There's Malik Smith on the camera. This is really weird. It's like looking behind the scenes, seeing all the stuff going on.
Cruzel unable to convert the three-point play.
Burmeister step back. He hits an easy one. There's the long ball. Pulling a little bit of Grayling's tactics. Butler misses that one. Tough angle on that shot. There is our cameraman up in the crew. Corey Scope, I think he's asleep. And then Kevin Kinner from East Jordan. He's our one over from East Jordan, our crew. Those guys, I think they were sleeping. I don't know, but they do a great job up there.
They're doing a nice job tonight.
Yep. That is one of the toughest jobs up there, to keep that camera steady and follow the game, and then also zero in on, we call it the hero cam, zooming in on the players that we're talking about, or a player that just scored. And that's a tough job. Here's a deep ball. Gardner to Cruzel. Easy layup. Like layup drill here now. Fast break. There's a hero cam shot.
And that's great execution against that extended defense with the layup. Offensive foul on Grayling, and back to Boyne City.
Here's our statisticians. Dominic Archie, Lucas Day.
Doing a great job for us tonight.
Yep,
Some of the best stats we've had all season.
Yep, feeding us stats like crazy all night. Here's a tweet by PC. Those Cruzel kids are a little odd. That's the one thing I love about PC. He'll say what everybody else is thinking.
And a nice finish there by Cole Butler.
There's Dalton Gardner trying to pick the pocket. Again, just stay in front, play sound defense. Don't let Darren Nicholas hit a three over you.
Yeah. A couple of open jumpers, and that one just a little bit too far for Corey Redmond.
Great hustle.
He gave some great hustle on that.
Here we go. Here's the backstage look. Caitlin Banner, that's kind of a close-up on her right there. I think she's doing graphics and tweets and her email, I think. Maybe some of her English homework. I'm not sure.
She's working on her white paper, I think, right now. Got some more Ramblers of the game. Trevor Day, and who else do we have
Colin
out there?
Fitzpatrick is checked in. Colton Saradsky's in.
Alec Hogan.
Colin Fitzpatrick's going to get a foul. Wow. There's replay duties to PC. Nice job, Colin. Caden Coates, you can see him. Kevin Houts in the background there, working sound. Some weird tall guy in there somewhere. Well, we would just like to say it again. We appreciate all the viewership that we've been hearing about, especially at Grandview, and all of our listeners that can't make it into the game.
And a nice jumper by Colton Saradsky. A little pull up near the elbow there.
Troy Summers taking it hard in there, and Alec Hoagland's going to draw foul. And there's the rest of the crew. You can see everybody. There's Colin again. There's Caden Coates there, and Calcaterra. Don't have to raise your hand. You're the tallest one there. And then Kevin Houts, and then you can see the two idiots up there doing the broadcast.
Shout out to the stats man, Luke the Duke from Senora. Luke has provided us with some great stats tonight.
Yeah, that's been a great
and very timely.
Great bonus
job.
feature tonight. Appreciate all that they do. Again, this is 99.9% student run. It's fantastic what these kids
Great
can
look
do.
there. Great look there. Nice feed.
Sometimes people forget that with the quality of this broadcast, that it's all run by high school kids. Well, tonight's broadcast is copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and Team BCVI and John Hertel. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and Team BCVI. And one more time, we would like to remind you that our next RSN broadcast is Tuesday the 24th against Charlevoix. And we're going to get one more check-in with Dom on the bench. Dom, what do you got for us?
Hey guys, I don't know if we've mentioned it tonight, but tonight is also senior night. So for most of these guys, it's a big night for them as it's senior night. Most of this team is made up of seniors. And hoping to see Fitz light up a three here as he's getting some playing time.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, we do remind you that it is senior night. We appreciate all the work that the seniors have put in and into this program. There's Fitz right there. We're going to work for that last shot. See who's the lucky guy that gets to take the last shot.
And it's not their last home game, so it's not really a game where coach would give them a curtain call, but you do see some extended play for a mostly underclassmen lineup here. You have a couple seniors, Trevor Day and Alec Hoagland still on the floor, but getting some good minutes for the guys that help the team on the bench or during practice most of the time, and it's really nice to see. Good execution out here too.
Great job, staying patient with the ball. And they're just going to let the clock run out. 66-50, your final, Boyne City over Grayling with an important conference win. And that's what we were hoping for, huh, Coach?
Yeah, we stay on pace in the Lake Michigan Conference in first place, and no matter what all the other teams in the league did tonight, we're still in first place for another night.
And there's no automatic in the Lake Michigan Conference, and you can see there Boyne City still on top. And this was a big win for us. We're going to take you out to a break, and we'll be back with sideline reports.
Unbelievable.
You're shooting.
Go on, girl, you can twerk it. Let me see you whistle while you work it. I'ma lay back, don't stop it. 'Cause I love it.
Job, that was awesome.
Drop it on me. Shout out, let that whistle blow. Yeah, baby, make that whistle blow. Can you blow my whistle, baby? Whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones and I'm doing.
Hello? What up, color? Hold up, I gotta finish something.
Welcome to the new age. To the new age. Welcome to
Talk
the
to me.
new age. To the new age.
Well, we're back, and we are here with the man of the hour. Zach Napont hit 6 threes, was it?
6 out of 8 from three-point land tonight, Zach. I got the stats right here for you.
What was going through your mind?
Well, you know, in practice, I've been shooting it really good, and, you know, all year it hasn't really been able to fall for me. So to go out second half and make a couple really boost my confidence, and I know a lot of other people on the team are, you know, gets them going too. They,
that must
you know,
be
it
for
helps them believe
Valentine's
too.
Day there.
Yeah.
So at what point, was it after the second one, the third one, where you were just thinking, as soon as the ball touches my hands, I'm gonna shoot another three?
Well,
you could tell, you could see it in your eyes.
The majority of them were, you know, as soon as I get it, I'm gonna shoot it, and it's just, you know, as soon as you get it, you're gonna shoot it, and sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't, and fortunately,
I think
they
it was
went in
the one that was
today.
when you're standing out by the Y and Boyne out there when
Yeah.
you let it go. And
I think we have a replay here. Yeah, we talked about this after the halftime break. I talked with you, but is that some kind of ice skating pirouette move? What was that? How did you do that?
That was me worried that I was gonna get taken out at the basket. So, you know, I watch Blades of Glory, so I know the move in the air.
I've seen that move. It's the reverse.
It's dangerous.
It's the reverse getting off a horse.
Yes,
is what it is.
yes, that's
what it
exactly
is.
what it is. But once you get it, you got it.
Well, fantastic game tonight. Big win, and you were a spark. And
20 points, Zach. I think that is that a varsity career high?
That's got to be my career high.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I don't keep
That's a
track
great
of
game.
stats. I just enjoy winning with the rest of my team.
Awesome, and they keep on winning. Thanks for viewing in, and we will see you next week.